Hello again everyone, my name is Jogdog and welcome to another episode of Panzer Corp 2. We are continuing to preview the Axis Operations 1944 DLC. I would say overall it's going pretty well so far. We can afford to take you out of range for the AA for a turn. That's the IS-1s down. I'm sure IS-2s will show up at some point during this campaign. Okay, bad weather for a turn suits me. Just means their aircraft can't really do much. And we're pretty much done with this mission. Yeah, they didn't send anything else really against us. At least I should get full access to my Air Force again next mission. I really, really hope so anyway. I'm not used to not having access to it. Operation Kutuzov, some reference in the Napoleonic era. Get the feeling things are going to get a lot worse before they get better. Oh, emergency return to Germany. There's no Operation Bagration. German Army Group Centre is well protected by the previous successes of Army Group South. Instead, the Red Army has been gathering its strength further north. The new Operation Kutuzov begins with devastating attacks against Finland and the Army Group North. German defences at Narva are quickly overwhelmed, leaving Estonia for the taking. Finland is hit even harder as Soviet troops blast their way through Viipuri and race towards Helsinki. Peace delegations from Finland are refused. The Soviet armies begin an armed occupation of the country. The eventual collapse of Finland marks the second Axis-sided power to fall after Italy's surrender in 1943. So despite the failure of the Western Allies to open the long-awaited Second Front, the Soviets launched a huge summer offensive in 1944. This new offensive springboards from the earlier Red Army successes in the north, as Finland is overwhelmed and occupied, whilst German holdings in the Baltic states are attacked in force. A large pocket forms around German-controlled Riga, as the front lines reach the borders of East Prussia. In response, Germany attempts to create a new defensive line stretching from the Baltic Sea to the Carpathian Mountains. That's a huge defensive line. Meanwhile, the investigation surrounding the attempted assassination of German High Command in June have uncovered another high-ranking army officer in the conspiracy, Field Marshal Erwin Rommel. Convalescing from light injuries, the Desert Fox awaits his fate at home in Hillingen, South Germany. Practically all Eastern Front commands, including our own, were absolved of involvement with the June plot. This is quite a lot of text in this one, isn't there? Some expired Soviet rations mixed into their breakfasts. Our victory in the Caucasus has only allowed us to continue to fight, no close to actually winning. What on earth is this? Okay, so... it looks like we're going to have Rommel with us. This is kind of nuts. So Rommel will be attached to our command. We should probably never say that name again. He's going to be Frederick Fuchs. Well, that's kind of nuts, isn't it? Didn't expect that. So we'll have a new hero, I'm assuming. I wonder what type. Hopefully a good one. Lvov 1944. My new record does mention an inclination towards insubordination. The new Soviet summer offensive into full swing from the Caspian to the Baltic, pressure on the entire front line. It is very clear now the strongest concentration of the enemy is directed at our holdings around the Baltic states. The feint towards Moscow last year continues to haunt us. The lifting of the siege of Leningrad, breaking through Narva and sweeping into Estonia, Finland being overrun, and now Minsk back in Soviet hands. The string of victories has made High Command very nervous and very angry. So to support the defensive efforts in East Prussia, we're to secure and reinforce a line of defences along the Bug River. We need to allow Soviet troops to seize Lvov and destroy the Lvov hangar, but we need to construct 5 defences along the Bug River and find and destroy the Polish 1st Armoured Brigade. Convinced we're playing into the enemy's hands, the strategic moves they've made so far are generating very obvious, very predictable responses. We content ourselves with defending the west bank of the Bug River. We should only see a token effort from the enemy to cross. Okay, one of our infantrymen has recovered from his injuries, preparing to rejoin his combat unit. Well, Mataus Hettenauer has made a name for himself. Yeah, we'll authorise. So we have evasive, and we have what? Precision weapon, unyielding, speed, initiative. Cool. Right, you're going into reserve. I think we put our new infantry leader on here as well. God, you use so many points. Still have to fit attack bombers and stuff yet as well. Right, let's reduce you down to, say, I don't know, 12 strength. Actually, the Fokker Wolves can go in reserve. Lethal, double attack, overrun. So we want you. I'm going to put the Yag Tiger into reserve. That frees up some points. So we want 2 of our attack bombers. We We want our other fighter squadron. That leaves me 4 points available. Okay, that frees up some more points. Out of interest, did we get any new stuff? We have 30 lows spare now, so that's good. Jagdtigers are now standard. No new... Oh no, we got verbal winds. Interesting. Sturmtigers. Sturmtigers now available. ME262s. B3s. TA-500 strategic bomber prototypes as well. So I think we finally have a better standard attack bomber unit. Problem is they do use more slots. And they're slightly worse against naval, but that's fine. We're not too bothered about that. Again, we've also got a better strategic bomber now as well, but also uses more slots. Everything is so slot hungry. I suppose that should be expected at this point in the war. I think we'll downgrade our Panzers slightly. Maybe not the lows, though. Panther Gs are standard. I think we're going to upgrade the Panzer 3Ns to Flam Panzer 38Ts. Lose some hard attack, lose some ammo. We're not too bothered about that. Uses a couple of additional slots. But we get much more initiative, we get some soft attack, some better ground defense, and some close defense. So I feel like that is overall pretty worthwhile. The Sturmtiger uses less slots. And it is outright better, it just has a lot less range. I'm going to use it. It saves me more slots, like I said. There's no recon we can get, which is better. I will want my strategic bomber. And that leaves me 1 point to play with. I might actually downgrade you to just trucks instead of half tracks. Leaves me another point spare. Which means I can overstrength my fighters again. Just by 1 on you. I need another slot to do it with you. That'll do. So we need to allow him to take Lvov. Finding and destroying the Polish 1st Armoured Brigade is going to be difficult, but far from impossible. I hope. I may have just cursed us there. I'm glad we finally got upgrades to our Ju-87s though, because we've been using them for years. Alright, let's put the infantry into positions they can dig in. And then I think there's like 1 or 2 heroes I need to mess with. Ignore zone of control. I'll give that to you. And then evasive. Guess we'll put on one of our units of Fallschirms. Oops, I meant to use the flying Panzers there. Right, nothing at that airfield. Okay, that's 1 fortification. Well, hello there. That's quite the partisan activity we're going to have to deal with. Beginning to feel like fighter squadrons probably weren't required here. See how the Soviets respond here. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna redo things slightly here. I'm gonna need the artillery in the center towards the partisans. So there's a large formation of partisans down here. They need dealing with. As for everything else, I think we should be okay. They've got some forward air bases out there somewhere. Oh yeah, it's this one, isn't it? You need to go there. The anti-air up to there. Not sure if that's the first armoured, but there is some stuff there to worry about. Right, these Tiger 2s are going to have to hold. Let's try and get the flank Panzers to deal with these partisans. We're going to get our fighter squadrons to protect our various bombers on the map. That should be a little bit more suitable for us. I mean, that was to be expected, there's not much I can do about that. The anti-air being bombarded isn't ideal, but they need to be on this hill to begin with. Can you go shoot Reese down up here? I know we've not got tons of stars is the problem. I think you're mainly going to be escorts. Let's get you 4 reinforcements. They're going to need to continue to dig in. Let's get you 2 to protect up there. Let's hope those Azul can hold the line. There is a big gap in mine at the minute. Big gap I can't really do much about for a few turns. Well, the Red Air Force is here en masse. Okay, that's another unit of paratroopers dealt with. That's not good. However, that's one group of enemies dealt with. More damage done. I think part of the problem we're going to have here is we just have tons of enemy partisans and stuff to deal with in our bat lines. My fighters are all engaged this turn, so we're going to try and use attack bombers and stuff down here instead. Artillery is going to be busy. You need full reinforcements. I think I might rebase these to, well, somewhere slightly safer temporarily. Just make sure all of those get back to full strength. I think the HE-162s are going to need full reinforcements next turn. Right, find and destroy the Polish 1st Armoured Brigade. It's going to be difficult. What have we got here? Sturmovix, I think. Yeah, we got a bunch of Sturmovix and some LA5s. Okay, it's another fortification. I think I'll keep you in reserve here-ish. Where's my AA gun? There. Yeah, you can just stay there and deal with any enemy armoured reserves that try and push through. Continue getting the construction trucks moved down. And we can get you moved down to here next as well. So I think what I'll do is I'll use attack bombers to clear out stuff in this area. Cheeky. Not good. Normally I go for the enemy fighter squadrons first, but honestly I might go for the IL-2s first. Ouch. It's a lot of artillery. Well, that's one less unit of IS-1s to have to worry about. Still not seen the Polish 1st Armoured anywhere. Bad weather kind of suits us, actually. It means their ground attack can't do much this turn. Right, well, at the very least, we've almost managed to deal with whatever forces they have left over here. As much as I'd love to use my strategic bombers there, I don't think I can afford to. Because they'll just get shot down by every fighter the Soviets possess. I could send the unit grenadiers out to destroy here. Again though, very risky, and I'm not confident. So we'll just hold for now. But I think that'll be that for this episode. Once again, everyone, thank you very, very much for watching this preview. Hope you've enjoyed it so far. Thank you very, very much for watching. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you next time.